your mission, should you accept it. Yeah, well, the weather has just been so hodgepodge and awful. I'm like, oh, had to wait around today for this bloke I know. He was 6 minutes early. He came around and grabbed my rig, and so he's going to sort all that out. And so I figured, what the hell am I going to do? And I've been watching the weather, and I was like, oh, but it's kind of okay. And I've been watching this Amazon thing, grabbing my bug out bag number 2. This is pretty rad. And I figure what I'll do, instead of just spending my time watching the days go by, feeling strong, something or other. So what I figured I'd do, I've been watching this Amazon deliveries for these parts, extra bits, to complete that the process of repairing that mountain bike, and I'll turn that into a pretty decent ride. So I've got some gear. I'm going to be bleeding hydraulic brakes. I've got this kit for that. A few other bits and pieces. I've got some decent grips. A few bits and pieces here and there just to finish off the job. Might even put that fancy pants pliers for changing a chain. I figure shelling out dough like this will save dough in the long run. Flush my undies there. Because exercise is cheap. It ain't cheap putting this thing together, but I see it in the long run will be good. God, this weather shit. Hey, this time of year to come to Japan. Someone want to punch me for that one. Yeah, it's been pretty hodgepodge, that's for sure. Alright, so the plan is I'll jump on a train and then go for walkie poos from there. See if I can get this thing completed. And figure, I've got to wait for my rig. It might be here in a day or two, or something like that. Depends. If he finds anything wrong with it, serious wrong with it, he'll have to hook in and fix it. And but I set it up with new tyres and fix that headlight and new wipers and just all the bits and pieces that needs to be done. So that's pretty cool. It's a cycle of things you got to do every fucking now and again in this land. But anyways, so that's the plan. Gonna put that rig together and leave the bugger bag number 2 at the warehouse and travel light and ride that rig back tonight, back all the way back from the warehouse, which is not that far. So I think it's 11k in a beeline, and I've got to go around here and skirt around, but that's the plan. So just sort of do some shit. Yeah, I'll just sit there because of this fucking weather. What can you do? You know what I mean? You're stuck in the cell. Yeah, stuck in the cell. So that's what it reminds me. I just sort of watching whatever on the thingy machine, and I've come up on my feed. These blokes are on death row, like 300 of them or something. And it was Gavin Newsom, the governor of California. He decides, okay, we're gonna revert and convert overturn the death penalty in California. So all these chaps will be put on life, right? So this is just another further avenue towards they'll probably get life without parole, and then they'll get parole, and then they'll get out. And what percentage of them will go and do what that bloke did when those apes, they on that plane in, what was it, in England or something? This flight attendants refused to send this bloke back to his homeland. He's only been convicted 16 times or something like that in a whole bunch of different countries in Europe, and he's got this sign that says, "Oh, we're not crims," and then he goes and rapes a 15-year-old girl. Yeah. Hey, how many of them? See, there's a lot of people that say, hey, yeah, they deserve the death penalty. Now, it is true that some people that were innocent have been taken down, right, through those laws. So there's that. Oh yes, there is that. You know, some of these creatures, I mean, they've done horrific shit. And they're like, nah, it's all good. We are run by maggots. In the Western world, at least. We are run by filthy fucking maggots. Yeah. You know, in this land, like years ago, there was a big story where this president of a big major company, and he felt that because the company crashed so bad, he fucking killed himself, didn't he? Yeah. There's a story here where a young guy went all drifting and too fast, too furious, accidentally killed a gaijin, a foreign savage, and his father killed himself. Fuck it out. Yeah. You know, because they've got this fucking honour code. Yeah, so you're expected if you're in government. Now, I'm not Captain Naive, man. I feel that every politician is appointed or not appointed lives by some code, but you know, I reckon it's a different mindset. It's like many, in my opinion, actually give a fuck about the direction of the culture and the country, and you know, they're there for the people. I feel that some politicians really do believe in the people and don't want to go all globalist idea. I want people like me to fuck out. I'm like, alright, get me on a fucking plane. I can't even afford to go. You know, works okay for me, but not that I really want to be on a Boeing plane currently. I'm hearing stories, man. Oh, some other stuff I found interesting over on Rumble there with the Salty Cracker, his latest video, talking about crime in California and the governor, something like that, of the time, or some of the commissioner, I don't know what the fuck. Anyways, had the house broken into a couple of times, and some guns, the first time some guns were stolen, and then they're like, nah, and Salty Cracker was saying, but they want to take your guns away. You're right, you can only have 10 rounds, like total, and you can purchase one gun per month. Don't hate that law, but it's sort of, you give an inch. Look what they've done with drugs, right? Anyways, this some ape breaks into some home and tells this 11-year-old boy, you go hide in that cupboard over there while I like pinch everything. And how's this for courage? I mean, shit, you know, a boy of that age, that kind of face and that kind of adversity, and have that courage. The young boy grabs a machete while this filth is in some shitbreeds in this lounge room, walks up behind him with a machete and smacks him over the head with a and the filth breed, luckily for the kid, runs out of there and books it, bleeding. Yeah, as you would. But mate, what kind of courage is that, you know? And the boy said, yeah, he told me to hop in this cupboard and stay there while he rips off our home, and I smacked him over there with it. Walked up behind and smacked him over there with this thing, and he says, I think there was a quote like, if you needed money you could get a job. 11-year-old boy, mate, that's courageous right there. But this shit's happening all the time, and you know, it's being engineered in such a way that the enemy are within some of the enemy would be like, oh, here's an opportunity to put that kid in juvie. You know what I mean? The enemy are within. Absolutely. And they want you to fight their fucking wars. Don't go. Nope. Don't be stupid. Don't go. They want to fight each other, have done for centuries or whatever. Let them fucking fight. Don't give them money and weapons. No, let them fucking fight. They want you to go into the meat grinder. They want you to die. Fuck them. It's pretty cool how anyone can jump on the piano at this train station. This young kid's a schoolie. What's that? Yeah, fantastic weather. Yeah. What song's that? It's familiar. I think I know that song. Just can't recall it, that's all. Not bad, eh? She's kind of messing, fumbling a bit, but hey, giving it a go. And most people in this land, right, they don't have the freaking balls to like stand up in front of people and say things anyway, you know. So for a girl of that age, that shows a bit of outside of the box. Yeah, she's roughly what should be high school age. I don't think that's a junior high outfit uniform. So she's probably roughly 16 maybe. That's pretty cool. And her friend was sitting down there. I freaking know that song, I'm sure of it. Alright. Now, without any further ado, she's jumping into fair release now. I think she's a bit more confident with that one. Yeah, that's a go-to song. Alright, oh, this is going to be great. I've got an hour and a quart, from what I recall, of this. I think it's going to pretty much stave off, so that'd be cool. Right, got my hiking boots. Right, let's go take a slash and then go on that long slight hike and then finish off that jog. An old haunt. I know it's 2.5 beers from here, from that cash register to the warehouse. That's Tallies. That's when I'm reasonably thirsty. But still on this frickin' sober train. It's just ridiculous. I mean, and the weather's just not even close to advisable to go on an epic. I could fill up this bug out bag number 2 full of beers and go on an epic. But got other challenges ahead. Yes. So I'm just gonna do that instead. It's kind of raining on me, a bit of a drizzle. That's okay, we'll just soldier on. Like spring twilight. Okay. Oh, most of those cherry blossoms are all blown away. It's only a short span that they're around. Wow, this place look alright. We'll tell the government it's a sacred site. Dead fucking easy. And you could remember when comedy was like allowed. Yeah. Oh, it's nice to be out. Yeah, bug out bag number 2. It's a good unit. Millet. Millet, some kind of food or something else. Oh, nice. Well then, yeah, it's great to be able to, like, the brevity of the clouds decided to not rain down on me. Ooh, something rather rain down on me. Yeah, it's drizzly, but better than what it has been, so that's alright. Yeah, I'll trudge through there. I reckon I'm man enough to do that. It's a bit gooey though. I generally trudge through there. If I can go around there. Yep, still got quite a ways to go. About an hour to go, something like that, walking. And then fix that rig, might take about an hour. We'll see how it goes. Might even change that chain. Might just do the works. Wow, what's some good things that happen? Our Jet, well, the other bloke, his brother didn't fare too well, but I think he got into the top 10, so that's okay. Can't even remember the location. But at least we didn't have a mutter. What's he talking about? Supercross, bitch! Anyways, yeah, so our Jet hasn't won a race in like a month, I think they were saying. So he had some hard times, and that frickin' Barsha, I mean, it's one of those deals. Was he paid some dough to slam into Jet? I wouldn't be fucking surprised. That bloke's not a sportsman, but give him the benefit of the doubt on this one, on that one. So at least Jet had a couple of weeks to recover, comes back, has a brilliant race, and he was behind our Tommy. Our Tommy got out there on that Yammy because he's a bit of a trader. He used to be a cowie guy. Anyways, so our Tommy got out there and was blasting around, and our Jet, some things went well and lucky for him. Though he's back to being the points leader. He fared well, alright, making that race happen, that's for sure. Anyways, spoiler alert, but he's 5 points in front of Webby now, so that's alright. But what a hassle for some blokes. Like, let's see, Sex Toy there, Chase Sexton. He went down pretty hard, it looked like. He got pretty hurt. So I hope he's okay, because he's a freaking wonder boy on a bike, isn't he? He's just grown up in the era of our Tommy, and now Jet's on the scene, and he's got our Tommy. Well, he's got everyone worried, you know. So yeah, it's like wrong place at the right time kind of thing. But shit, Kenny, he's not looking too good. Apparently he's banged up pretty bad, but what's it, knee, ankle, toes, but he said you know, he's gonna soldier on and push through. Yeah, he had a real bad crash injury wise, and I honestly didn't think he'd be back to being at top level ever again, so okay, blame me for being slightly incorrect on that one. But he came back big, and unfortunately he's hurt pretty bad, because his shock didn't just blow out, like blow some seals or something out. It freaking it exploded. So our Tommy was taking on some triple out of a corner, and going wide and taking this triple. So Roxon decided, Kenny decided to kickstart Kenny, decided to do what he was doing, because he was making up time there, and so he was giving that a burl. Maybe his bike wasn't set up for that particular thing, we don't know. Maybe it's just fatigue in the materials, you know, something didn't go too well, and it was just most unfortunate when he landed. Split second later, his shock just went bang, and the oil just went everywhere. And he was on a pogo stick by that time, and because he was heading straight into the whoops at speed. and there's an amazing shot of him going all Superman seat grab with sort of slightly blurred, but that's what makes it so awesome, the picture of our jets got the afterburners on and coming after him, and so Kenny went down real bad and had an ulchy poos. It looked like his legs hit the ground pretty hard. So yeah, I reckon by the time he hangs up his boots, he's gonna be a bit crinkly when he gets up in the morning. It's been happening to me. Like I get up and I don't exactly just jump out of bed and go all born to kill and shit. I sort of I kind of creak out of bed. Oh, this flat mat that I sleep on. But yeah, I kind of creak out of bed every morning. Oh shit, what's going on here? I reckon he's got to face a bit of that in the future, as many a moto man will. But anyways, the only real threat to the because it looked like there was a little bit of dirty riding going on there, I reckon, you know. I figure sportsmanship wise, be a sportsman out there. If you're the best guy on the day, don't take people out, you know. That's a bastard move. What a bastard. Anyways, I'll never forgive that guy. I don't care how much he tries to change his image. Anyways, I reckon many a fan wouldn't. So yeah, I reckon they, you know, all trying to pinch in on Jet there and close him off and really stifle his ride. And this time round, the gods came and said, "Nah, we're not having that. You can go over there. You can bounce over into the cheap seats over there. It's Jet's turn to shine again." And did he shine? So that was great. And he actually left. When he passed Eli, he just sort of left him in the dust. So Eli's, I don't know, man, I reckon the torch is being passed. It is passed. It's he's past his prime, and although he's still, you know, one of the top guys in the freaking ever in the world, Jet's the man now. So there you go. It's good to see. So he's only 5 points in front, and 3 races to go as far as I know. Hopefully there won't be any dirty tactics against him, and because he definitely deserves the championship, because I reckon, you know, when they're closing him off and shit and stifling his ride, I reckon you should, you know, get the fuck out of the way and let him go and show, you know, if you get to see his brilliance, you become a better rider for it, because you get to see what he can do and learn from the guy, instead of try to take him out or stifle his ride. And you know, you get to watch his freaking genius and of where the sport can lead. When Ricky Carmichael was saying years ago about motocross, he said, "I don't know if we can even possibly go any faster than what we are," and because he said, we're pushing the limits of the machinery. And I reckon that the machines are still getting better, you know, and the riders are still getting even more skillful. The young people that are coming up and for all their lives, that dedicate their lives to it and homeschooling and going to different races and really into it, they're learning these freaking skills. And look what's happening. So the future, these dudes are going to be even better than if you allow it. There you go. Thus spake the great sage of the East, while he's having a bit of a trundle in this frickin' drizzle. And bit of an elevation, this area here. I have a grizzle over that. Hey, I'm gonna harden up a bit. I've been calculating this idea of, really is true, you are what you eat. I've sort of been experimenting with food I generally don't eat, and I don't know, I feel like I've got to get back to eating man food, you know, power down. That ain't good. I've got to power up again. Yes. Didn't I just say it? Thus spake the great sage of the East. Still walking. Decided to leave the phone back at the ranch. Got no watch, got no nothing. No, not wearing nothing. Just reduce all the weight so that I'll leave the bug out bag number 2 at the warehouse, and then just ride back unhindered. Yeah, at least it's only a tiny bit of a drizzly thing, and quite warm right now, so that's pretty good. Or just a bit of walking. I find that, yeah, I've got to get back to my usual diet, because started to try out some Wheat People food, and although it's delicious and all, it's I think I'm going to have to slide the candy tray away and then just not use it anymore. Like, shit, the candy tray with my grabby. Yeah, I got my grabby. Hungry fat chick, not a champion. Life champion. All right, so yeah, I reckon. See how we go. Like, I don't have time constraints. That's good. Mate's sorting out my rig. Another bloke wants me to come along on Wednesday. It's Monday night. On Wednesday, he got some job he needs a hand for, carrying some big fridges or some shit, he said. So he's hoping I'll be free for that. So hopefully my rig doesn't have too many problems. Get that back, and then start doing some things. I want the weather to be good so I can go to a really cool shrine and present some of awesomenesses of awesome that I discovered in the not too distant past. I want to show those and present them, but yeah, I want to, if need be, I'll just do the photo shoot in the photo shoot booth. I noticed I didn't bring along any extra batteries. Well, no one watches this shit anyway, so that's okay. There's the rice field of contemplation. I reckon that'd be really cool if I can get this rig up and running. I believe I can. I've got the bits, I've got the know-how. We have the technology to rebuild it. Or some other kind of music. Steve Austin. Oh my god. If I had my life over again, I would make suggestions to myself. Don't watch stupid shit on TV. In fact, do what I did about 20 years ago and threw that fucking thing out the door. Frog City. Soldier on. Frogs are doing their froggy things. Froggy with a weapon for. This time of year, when you're driving this road and over at the rice field of contemplation, you really go pretty slow, because you can accidentally give some froggy poos a bit of a squishy. Yes, it's very difficult to keep them all alive. But I'm not the greatest of Buddhists in the universe, but maybe I'm the shittiest Buddhist in the universe, but at least I'll give it a go. Right, one of the carpenters are there, so that's good. I brought a fire stick along later. I'm trying to think of alternative methods if need be. Got to open that combo lock of my torches sitting in the rig, and don't have the rig right now. Mate's got it, so yeah, hopefully this fire stick will work. And I was thinking of other ideas. What could I do? Maybe break one of those lights down and drag it. No, that wouldn't. Oh, maybe ask that dude. What's going on right now? Better get off the road. And then I figured upon this idea. If I've got enough battery power in this unit, I could probably use. I know there's a guttering in here, and shit, I didn't step too far over. Okay. So if I use the flash of this camera-y things, I don't think this will. Oh, maybe this back piece will give me enough light. It'd be interesting to find out. Yeah, one time I was over there with the rig and thankfully it's full drive, and I was moving to the side of the road over here, and there's how obscured it is. There's this concrete guttering ishy thing, and now I end up sliding into it, the front end, and car went by, and I fucked up there, so I popped it into 4-wheel low and had to manoeuvre, but got it out of there. A bit of a scrapey poo, so I wasn't too pleased about it, but still tracked okay. I wasn't too pleased. Righto, so I reckon it might be possible to use the back of this, and I was thinking, what about if I just kept flashing and flashing and flashing, taking pictures with the flash on in order to see the combo lock? Yeah, that's thinking, eh? Now, by the time I get there, the battery's probably going to be flat because I didn't bring any extra batteries because I'm dumb. Hey, I might be dumb, but I'm stupid. Oh, climbed up that hill. And it was all in space or something. It was dance whole days. Some people are in the dance studio, you see? Got the lights on over there. Not that many today. Alright, let's crank down here. Can I see where I'm going? No. But if you close your eyes... Righto, must admit I'm pretty impressed with the whole Amazon thing. I must be going all corporate. Right, there's a bug out bag number 2. There's the rig. Now, what I'm going to do... there's that unit too. I might whack that on. We'll see how it goes. I think that might be fine, but yeah, it's maybe for another day. Alright, what I'm going to do, something not exactly me. I'm going to put this camera down and get stuck into it and see how we go. Right, let's do that. Well, in the end, highly successful, but due to, let me get to this, I've got some, plonk that in, keep everything nice and clean, got some nice braking power now, that's good. Due to this freak, and see you've got a little O-ring, black O-ring there, and see this white bloody thing? That didn't come out with this as I pulled it out on the first go. So when I went to put this plungery unit in here and put it on there, couldn't get it in. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And then I end up getting freaking losing a fair amount of mineral oil. It's like probably a third, lost about a third I'd say, but obviously there's a fair amount in there. The older stuff didn't look too good, but well, she's nice now. At least I was able to keep the brake pads dry and clean and all that shit. And but thankfully it's just mineral oil. But that's alright. Don't mind too much. It came together quite nicely eventually. But that kind of ticked me off when that didn't exactly. When that just that little white piece of bastardry is probably made out of Teflon or something. That little piece of bastardry there gave me the shits. Look at that butterfly, that moth trying to come here. Oh, he sees the light. That's typical of me, like fixing flat tires, tubes. Nah, can't be done. Just so the gods don't like me for some reason about those. And bleeding brakes, it's a hit and miss. I mean, it eventually works, but there's always something that goes to shit and ticks me off. But at least this time I'm learning not to start throwing things around and swear and carry on. Just go, nah, alright, there's some problems, deal with it. Just if you focus too much on something, you can sort of get a bit of a blockage, so just go, righto, it's shit, but fuck it, just soldier on. And alright, I'll plonk that back in, and that's the main dealie over with. So those got some new pads going on. She spins okay. Alright, I'm okay, but it's just this little say hello to my little friend. I'm gonna have to get, no, I need that little bastard. No. The little bastard didn't come with it, but at least I knew I was able to solve the issue. and analyse what's going on, because I went to plonk that dealie in there. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, these actually too. These are great actually. One dealie's this size, which is 6M6, and the other dealie is an M7, which is down at the caliper. Which is that one. The black tip one's M7. So I balls that up initially. I'm like, hang on, that don't fit. And then I realised that I actually saw a video on this to do how they go about doing it. I was just going to do it old school plunger style, knowing that that's just going to be shit. And I saw the video, and then I went back and saw it again, because, you know, my memory's just fucking shit. I've got problems. I've got some serious problems. But, it turns out that I did have some formulation of a recollection that the bloke mentioned. I think it was like a European bloke. Looked like he was like Scandinavian or something. And, he sort of mentioned, oh, there's one for this and one for that. Or he said, using the black tip down there, I think it was. Yeah, that's right. Black tip down there and the M6 up here. Righto, so that is that. Trying to keep my hands as clean as possible for this hydraulic mineral oil. This particular dealie here uses one of these starry shaped dealie wheelies. You don't want to go real tight with this. Oh, I better use both hands. And yeah, it kind of ticked me off, that little piece of Teflon-y dealie wheelie that didn't come with the bleed screw right off the bat, so that all went to shit. You fucking bastard. The gods are bleeding brakes. I swear, they go, and they get me. They always get me. But eventually, it happens. Eventually, turns out okay. So, fuck you. And wait till I come back. That sounds a bit crazy, doesn't it? Wait till I come back, motherfuckers. Okay. Upon further investigation, actually I decided to do the rear also. I found that, due to the glossy nature of these screws, I found that I tricked myself into believing there was actually an O-ring there also on top of this white Teflon-y looking unit, but it looks that's not the case. It's just this unit. I think maybe in the video that I looked at, I think there might have been an O-ring, so possibly they slightly changed the system. So I think it's just that Teflon-y looking unit there. That is utilised in here. But anyway, you want to slice it. The bastard didn't come out with the screw, and that sort of caused all manner of havoc. Right. Okay. So let's see if we can figure out why the rear brakes don't have anything. Don't have any pulling power whatsoever. Let's see if we can figure that out, shall we? At least we're keeping the pads dry from that goo. Oh, fucking bleeding stuff. There's always something that gets in your way, but don't stress. This is teachings by ABAREBUGYO. It took me 50 odd bloody years to learn this one, but if you're really fucking stressed out about some shit, it's not going to help being stressed out. Doesn't help at all. Just makes shit worse. So fuck all the stress feeling. Just that can fuck off. Yeah, there you go. Well, that's how you refine what I'm trying to say. All that stressy fucking bullshit, all that time wasting shit, that can just fuck off. Kind of like Exie said years ago. Said, I think it's like a saying, or it might be a Buddhist teaching. I don't know. If you got time to cry, you got time to do something. Well, I'm pretty relatively pleased with the way it eventually came out. Got some decent braking for my rear. I didn't change the rear pads. I wasn't exactly sure if I had the correct pads and all, but I believe that if I put new pads in the back, I'd have even more braking power. happy with the front. I could probably utilize one of these pads, I reckon. It's got more meat on it. That's pretty well. I'll keep that as some parts. Yeah, so I reckon if I do change the rear pads, I'll have a little bit more, but I'm happy with its braking performance. That's alright. I'm very happy with the front, how she's turned out. Yeah, if it wasn't for that fucking, I should have had a rag here anyways as I was doing things, but if it wasn't for that little fucking plastic piece of bullshit that decided not to come with the screw, I wouldn't have had that. It wouldn't have looked like Pole Barn Garage. He's a funny dude, isn't he? God, he's a funny dude. Okay, well, I will get around to changing those pads at one stage. Could have been a cleaner job, but fuck it, she worked out okay in the end. Alright, I'm very pleased with this set of stuff here. This unit here is a little cheap, and don't really like these units how you got all kinds of different bullshit on them, but actually I think for security reasons or something on these rigs they've got, I think I might have changed them actually. Yeah, I ripped them out. On those rigs they use these sort of dealy wheelies. Anyways, alright, let's get back to it. Yeah, it took a whole lot longer because of fucking around and there's always some shit. Yeah, but that's okay. I'm happy enough with that. Well, at least we got to lube it. Pole Barn Garage style. Well, I'm quite pleased with the outcome, really. Generally, I don't put these little extra bits on the end. I like a nice wide, fairly straight bar. This is pretty good. I like to set it up as if it's a high clutch, if you would, but high rear brake. It's perfect. That's what I like. Great for 2 fingers. I'm a 1 fingery. I prefer that one with a clutch and rear brake. So I can transfer. I'm liking this. This is a good feel. I like having this sort of pretty far away, so I can only really, I've got to sort of move in just to change it. I'll probably adjust that further over at one stage, just get used to this rig. And so I basically transfer this muscle memory over to this unit here and have everything pretty much the same. That's what I'll do. And as I say, I like a real high clutch, and I don't like having anything down real low, because if you're getting really far back on your rig, so I like some people have them like way down here. I generally have my levers far higher than most, so I'll tweak that in time. I'll probably end up ditching these little extra bits. I'm liking these grips, real nice, good, not too thick, not too thin, just right. I reckon I'm really digging those. They're a brand called FUNN. Fun. Fun. I like them. Yeah. This is mainly just for scratchy watchies on here, but it's a matter of millimeters. But a matter of millimeters. I like, as I say, I like a real wide bar, so you can get your elbows up and slam down some shit, staircases and whatever. But the wider they are, sometimes you catch on trees and shit, and yeah, just a matter of millimeters sometimes can be the difference between doll and you can't smack and you're fine. But I like they got that taper thing there so you can slide. I might be happy enough with those. Like when you whack your bar down, well, not tweak so much. This was quite tweaked at one stage. So whomever messed with this was even stupider than me. And everything's just oddball. Yeah, everything's it was out kind of thing. But no, I'm quite pleased, I reckon, with whack that new chain on at one stage. I'll get new pads for the rear end, and I'll give it another bleed now that I'm kind of more familiar with that thingy. Great for the. It's bloody good. It's just I believe that the pistons will be pushed back slightly more as I get some better. Some thicker new pads on that, and a full bleed again, and I think I'll have that where I want it, and that way new pads will only be just a slight amount, and she'll come in just like this here. I like that. That's just nice. Insta brake. These are those new pedals I plonked on. Not crazy expensive, and they're pretty good. I noticed that some have like adjusters, but you could adjust these too. See, you can. Oh, they are adjustable, aren't they? You know, sometimes you take to the angle grinder and bring them back a bit. I reckon, yeah, in that way you could. I noticed there was some that you can actually adjust. These dealies. And shorten them down if I wanted to. I kind of like those. This Dior or whatever. Dior there, apparently the bottom end, but they're as far as cost wise, they're not the highest ranking, but they're pretty bloody good. This bottom bracket's feeling good. It's all that chain there. It was pretty rough, but I reckon with a bit of cranking up some hills today, she's gonna be quite nice. And then it's just a matter of there we go. It's just a matter of tweaking it to how I like it. This little unit here, I'm not going to go with a quick release after all. Just going to stick with my little unit. This little style I've got going on with this springy thing in here, and just keep this Allen key attached to that, and that way I can plonk that down when I decide to go downhill on some staircases and what have you. I did manage to keep the pads at least dry, but yeah, I practically lubed the thing with expensive mineral oil. As I say, just been watching too much Pole Barn Garage, and Garage 54. But no, she's right. That's it. I'm gonna go for righty poos back to the ranch now. So yeah, put a decent few $100 into this for parts and things. But the base of what I received and what I paid for it, I'm quite pleased. I'm gonna get that moving nice. I think that new chain will be a great improvement upon that, but fuck it, that'll do for now. I wonder if I do have a chain breaker to shorten that unit. It's one of those fancy clippy deals. Those, and I've got these fancy clippy dealy wheelies here. I did have a chain breaker at one stage, didn't I? In my resources. Yeah, I did, but those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never stop. Let's think I have a chain breaker anymore. It's gone, I did. I might have to put this camera off and go for a bit of a look-see-see. On the road. Quite impressed with this rig indeed. Impressed with the rolling resistance that isn't resistant. These young guys come along and play their guitars again. They started playing. She was a fast machine and something or other. And she was the best damn woman that she's ever seen. She had to cool me down and sing another round. And I don't really know the words to this song. Right then. Anyways, front brake is wonderful. Rear, I would say that, let me call that the abrasive adhesive, is that one. I believe. The pads themselves are really sort of old, and the abrasion stuff is like hardened to a point where it sort of starts to become quite noisy and all. It kind of works okay, but when you really yank it on, well, you got a horn without even having to have a horn or a bell. Alright, so she comes on and then starts. But then, yeah, so I think that if I change the brakes, which I have done in the front now, oh, she rates really. You can let go of the handlebars. No, I end up down that water gully down there. Oh, we go. What's going on? Right now, yeah. So I reckon if I change those old pads in rear, that should help. That should solve that issue. And she rolls nice. She was a fast machine or something or other, and yeah. And you might need to go a little bit faster. End up down there. Fuck. That wouldn't be good. Oh, there we go. She was a fast machine. This thing rolls nice. Put some gears. There we go. Nice. Alright. I'm quite impressed with this unit. Well, she needed a fair amount of work. I mean, it came with one crank arm, so that wasn't exactly going to do it. She seems, just let go of the handlebars and see how she goes here. Oh, yeah, tell you, for what I paid for this unit. Yeah, look, Mum, no hands. Rio. No, she's alright. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with it. We're going. What's going on right now? Righto, let's take this rig back to the ranch, shall we? Some gears. There we go, gear that one. Ooh. Nice, running through the gears nicely. A bit more grip on the seat might be good. A bit more of a gripper seat. But if I'm gonna downhill the thing, it's full hardtail and full hard at the front, but it's good enough. Yeah. What are we doing? We're going. What's going on right now? Okay, now we've got like an hour and a half ride on this road back. Battery ran low. I'll let it go for a little while. Yeah, so these brake pads are gonna have to bed in a little bit. But that's what happens. This is a breeze up hills. My lack of rolling resistance. This is light years ahead of that rig that I used to have. Shit, this is alright. I mean, I'm not even in like a real easy gear. This is a unit. I'm about to crest this hill and go for a bit of a rap down, shall we? This is, it's an easy rider. All we need now is the marijuana. According to the clock that appeared in the window of the 7-Eleven-y thing back there, and the convenience, 20 past 11. Okay, so I've got like an hour to go. I was so impressed with just how easy this rig is to ride, and how you can just sit down and cruise up hills, no worries. Some of my injuries, left wrist, left thumb, attachment regions, they're saying, hey, you remember us? You bastards. But I reckon just keep doing this stuff, and with the lack of suspension, when you hit the bumpy wumpy, it's like, hey, you do remember us, don't you? Oh, fuck it. No, I'll just soldier on through it. Now, yes, I'm very impressed with this rig. I reckon I could lop off like 10 mil on either side of the bars there, and yeah, I could get my gear on and whack this down some hills. I'm gonna take on a few staircases and stuff, and hopefully this region here, this fucking arm thing won't fall off. Nice. The rolling resistance is very low. Yes.
In the worlds before Monkey, primal chaos reigned. Heaven sought order, but the phoenix can fly only when its feathers are grown.
Bosozoku City. We're having fun. Hey, I haven't got one of those rummeter. Wow, I am impressed with the rolling capacity of this unit. Well, I'm nearly back at the ranch. I feel like riding a little bit more, to be honest. Got a little bit of leg burn going up that hill over there. Yeah, man, getting back into this mountainy biking stuff.
Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.